My name is Beth Heider, and I am Chief Sustainability Officer for Skanska USA. A Chief Sustainability Officer is kind of a green nudge, like your mother tells you to be sure to turn off the lights, be sure to recycle, just be a good citizen. I do that at a corporate level. My mother was a earth science teacher. So from the time I could remember anything, I was raised to respect the land and to respect the environment. And when I went into architecture, my intention as a young designer wasn't to become an environmental architect. That really wasn't a professional path at the time in the late 70s. Over the arc of my career, I've seen tremendous improvement in what the industry is able to deliver and the awareness of the importance and the business case for green. Green construction, as compared to more conventional construction, is taking a really thoughtful look at energy use, water use, and the environmental consequences of the materials that are selected for buildings. I think that it began in earnest in 2000 when the LEED rating system was rolled out by the U.S. Green Building Council. LEED is Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. Perhaps you've seen the plaques on buildings around town. It's sort of a good housekeeping seal of approval for buildings. I think that LEED has made it more clear as to pathways towards sustainability. In 2000, it was really difficult to find a low VOC, that's volatile organic compound paint, essentially a paint that doesn't off-gas. Now it's really hard to find a crappy paint. And if LEED hadn't identified that low VOC paint was environmentally preferable, I don't believe that the market would have responded to it. All of the projects that Skanska develops, we build a lot of projects for other owners and other developers, but we also have 2 development groups. And for all of the projects that we develop ourselves, where we have design control over what's being built, we certify to LEED Gold or better. So that's something that we've committed to. I'm really excited about the LaGuardia project. We're talking about a project that's design, build, operate for 35 years. That changes the calculus because we're looking at the best value over time. So we've had an opportunity at LaGuardia to pay attention to both the initial building and how that will operate. In terms of some of the really interesting things that are in the building, yes, it's all LED lighting. And the terminal that it's replacing was pretty much all incandescent. And at LaGuardia also, we've taken a really hard look at resilience. After Hurricane Sandy hit, you could look at the jet bridges, which are the way that you get from the terminal to the plane. And they were essentially floating in the river. The river had come up over its banks. The jet bridges at LaGuardia are elevated as high as possible. And within the building, we've positioned all of the emergency generators and a lot of the critical equipment higher than any of the actuarial data would tell us with floodplains that we should locate them. Because we know from Hurricane Sandy that the past is no prediction of the future. So some of the whiz-bang things that we've done at LaGuardia are really common sense, but also taking advantage of equipment and solutions that are built to last and operate really effectively for really a full generation.